Welcome to Revlog, where we are going to be persistent today.
Okay. Is it like the new year now? I think this is, we've like, in our revlogs, we're so far ahead. But
yes.
I think you will see us in the new year.
Why don't we just do the whole year?
Yeah, there you go.
Today.
And like 1 week I'll wear the scarf and you'll wear the scarf. And
we'll pass this around.
I think it's a great idea.
Absolutely.
Welcome to 2022.
Wow. It's got to be better than 21.
That's what we said about 21.
I know.
Be careful.
Edit button.
I'm loving this new year, guys. Already. Yeah, so maybe the Lord is trying to teach us to be persistent.
Okay.
I don't know.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Who of you will answer his child when he asks, "Are we there yet?" over and over again?
Honey!
My dad always responded, 5 more minutes.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
The default
was always 5 more minutes, no matter how far you were.
So you did that to Jessica. I'll just tell you. You did that to Jessica.
Yeah.
You have 5 more minutes. Okay. What's a minute?
Oh, my word.
I mean, this is a pretty constant thing. It's a week. Okay. What's a week? So, yeah, you better be prepared for the follow-up.
Yeah, there's always going to be a follow-up.
Yeah, that's wearying.
So Bryan, today we come to this text on persistence in prayer. If your son asks you for a fish, what are you going to give him?
A PS5. No, I even better. No, I love. First of all, I love the earthiness of these illustrations or these parables.
He didn't answer the question.
Okay, I'm going to give him a fish.
Okay, thank you.
He asked for fish. I'm going to give him a fish.
Garner is hanging on the words here.
I know.
We love you, Garner.
Here's a fish. Garner, here's a fish. So I'll stop there.
Tilapia.
Tilapia. Flounder.
Bryan is a great dad. We learn a lot from his fathering of his children.
I don't know why I'm any better than anybody else.
Sweet kids. So let's get to this. So you get to this text. So that's kind of the second part. I mean, the first part, we have this other text of the friend coming asking for food, knocking on the door.
And it regarding this whole father and child thing, it goes without saying. I think that's one of the interpretive keys of this. It goes without. It naturally follows. It is the way life together works.
Yeah. It's interesting. I know. I'm a little confused in the first part though, because in the first part, it almost is like if your friend comes to the door knocking, asking for food, you say go away,
right?
Unless they're persistent. I hope if you came to my door asking for bread, I would give you bread.
Let's test that out, shall we?
I mean, I could hear Aaron yelling, "Bryan, go away." I could hear that, but
I'm not going to Aaron's house.
I think I would jump up and give you some bread.
The 2:30 a.m. knock.
We couldn't get in Bryan's apartment complex.
No, they wouldn't let us.
They wouldn't.
But you have...
Bryan has security.
We have people for that.
That's right.
But you have two different scenarios of prayer here. Mm-hmm. And I think it kind of runs the gamut. Like the second one is, it goes without saying that this is how things work. But then somebody might say, well, I feel like this is just a hard thing, and I feel like I really need this now. And Jesus he says, we have a story for that too.
Yeah.
It's like, here's this persistent friend, and it, both of these show a universe that God has designed that operates on the request. Mm-hmm. Jesus said, seek, ask, seek, and knock, that kind of thing. And it's the request, and it doesn't, we can quibble about the details, but the request is there, and it's somebody in need, and we have God Himself, Jesus Christ saying, and this is the way that an honest request.
Yeah. Well, and I think on some level, request implies relationship.
That's
and
right.
especially in these two. It's a friend, it's a child. And let me see if I can make this connection here, because I think we've seen it. With my wife has been sick after the pregnancy, and many of the church has come to us and they say, we want to help, but we need to know. We want you to tell us what you need. Will you ask for help?
Yeah.
And on some level, the asking of the help unlocks that relationship further. Mm-hmm. When you say, I do need your help, would you come do this for me? Would you bring this to me? And there's this ever deepening relationship when you say, like, I need help.
That's right.
And I think that's part of what Jesus talking about here in prayer is us going before the Lord in persistence. Us going before him and asking for help is a ever deepening part of the relationship, and we need that.
Yes, which is very welcoming and loving and hope-filled. And there's also, since we're talking about darker places today, I do want to say that there's a darker side of the request too, and I think that this is why that we are warned in the Bible against seeking evil, because we will find it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's
and
true. Yeah, that's right.
seeking
Yep.
things from spiritists and mediums.
Yep.
Much is made of this in the Old Testament, and Saul banned all the
Right.
mediums.
Except for the one he went
And
to.
then Saul went to a medium, and he found what he was seeking.
That's right. He did.
But it wasn't what he wanted to hear. And of course Samuel was like, "Why are you bothering me?"
I love that.
I know. There's this grumpy old man. But we find things that we didn't bargain for, and we get more than we can handle on the evil side of things when we're seeking that. And he says, if you who are evil know how to give, in this case, good gifts to your children, how much more will God, if you put your whole heart into seeking him, you will find sustenance.
Yeah, and you'll find an ear ready to listen. Where I'm going, it is that odd scene where Samuel is like, "Why are you waking me up?" It's like he got woken up from a nap. He's like, "Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
God doesn't do
You're doomed."
God, the ear is open. And that's
Right.
what Jesus is saying here. Come to the Lord. He's ready to receive you.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like we've kind of cut Aaron off.
Okay, sorry.
So, Aaron,
we really do want to.
what did you hear in this text?
What do you want?
Here's what I love. The first part of this story, that the guy who is being stirred from slumber
Right.
isn't chastised.
No.
He's
That's true.
The grumpy guy. Jesus isn't saying, woe to you for being, grumpy. Woe to you for being, upset at your friend. It's
You just want to say, go tell Bryan to
Yes!
go home, right? Go to bed, Bryan.
Jesus isn't saying, you really should be more gracious. It's like, if you're grumpy, it's fine because it's midnight and he should know better.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just want to, because
Jesus
you
says
come to
be
my house at
persistent.
midnight, forget about it.
You can just
Okay, I've been waiting for like 15 minutes to say
anything.
that. But the other thing so I'm currently reading Proverbs in my morning reading, and I don't know, lately, as I've been reading them, I'm like, Solomon, I don't know who you're dealing with, but because it says, those that are righteous will never go hungry. Those that are, do good deeds will never have bad things come upon them. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, surely you've been around people enough to know that righteous people suffer, righteous people go hungry, and it's like this thing where it says, ask and you'll receive. Like, wait a minute. Are you telling me? But there's a 30,000 foot perspective that you're missing on both of those instances, because in the short run, often things that are not going to go like you want
That's
them
right.
to. You know, righteous people will go hungry. Righteous people will have hard times, and they won't get what they ask for. But relationship, when you talked about relationship, that is the key to everything. That if the foundation for the request, the foundation for all the things that follow, there must be an understanding, and that therefore you're going to want what the Father wants. And if you want what the Father wants, then those blessings will come.
You know, what just struck me about that, what you just said, is maybe these parables, one of the things that they do, perhaps, is they help us to take the longer view.
Yeah.
That's right. We back up and we zoom out and we see, oh, the eventual trajectory.
Right.
It's sort of like the stock market. You know, it's like, oh, it's horrible these past,
2 days or whatever.
2 days.
You're right.
And then you zoom out and you go, oh, but there's a gain. Well, that's just
good.
an earthly
That's right.
measure, but this is eternal.
Yeah, I think you're right, Brian, and I think that is one of the things we need to see here. And I think sometimes too that we go to the Lord and we ask for a snake or we ask for a scorpion, right? And he's like, well, no, here's a fish, right?
Here's a fish. I don't want tilapia.
I wanted a scorpion, and he's like, well,
that's a good point. Part of it too.
We
what
may not
we're asking.
Yeah, we may not understand that what we're asking for is actually a scorpion.
Yeah.
Right, or something that could significantly hurt or harm our lives.
That's right.
And we don't understand that in the moment.
Yeah.
And again, that helps you in the moment, right? Once you move out, you begin to see the truth of the request and whatever it was. So we've kind of gone all over the map with this. I feel like we...
Brian.
Samuel. I blame Samuel.
But we would love to hear your thoughts on this text too, if you would comment below.